Ready? 60 outlaw. Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
On first down, Costello. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On the ground, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Here's second and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here I come.
Watch the 6-6. Pull it. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Kamara. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
59, Mike the 59.
80 weapon. Get it.
On 3rd down, Edmonds. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Costello. This is caught. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts for his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Operating from the gun, Costello. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Chase Edmonds. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Down. 50. Plant.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Patterson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He's going to rifle one. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
It got his man complete. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's go now. 8 Reed. Hey, Charlie. 45.
On 1st and 10, Costello. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch the shot. Pilot, 64, weak.
From the gun, Costello. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Chase Edmonds on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Let's go!
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Off play action. Patterson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Second and 6. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a... He's got a man, complete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half. Let's see if they do just that. He'll have a first down past the 40. Cuts it out to the sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 67 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them. And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often. Looking to throw. Costello. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going. And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And an alley to run. And all the way in for for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Even. 4th down. Even.
Back to throw. Costello. And this is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, echo.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Now Gordon on 1st down. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Patterson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On the
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Strong left, strong left. Check.
They run it again with Kamara. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
That's what I do.
On the counter, here's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Bravo! Mike, check. 59. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now it's his carry for Melvin Gordon. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 15. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
From the gun, Costello. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Costello. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Costello. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
At the 27-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
31's the mic. Too little, cut. 31's the mic. Yeah.
From the gun, Costello. And that's caught by Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards and a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Costello on the screen. This is Edmonds. Room here to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. And touchdown. Chase Edmonds, 59 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just 1 shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Fourth punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Down. 70. Indy. Get that quarterback.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down, Costello. And that's going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Kamara. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Gordon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He's going to rifle one, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
18 Gator.
Mike to 59. Mike to 59. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
5. Defense.
On 3rd down, Costello. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Open man, it's Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Patterson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 23 yards on the play.
50 plant.
Throwing on 1st down. Patterson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Patterson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Off the play fake. Patterson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready.
59 mark. Check. 59.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal. 1 final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was